Hi everyone, I'm Shubham Jhanwar. We are discussing JEE Advanced 2022 Paper 1 and the question for this video is this. Let Z be a complex number with non-zero imaginary part. If 2 plus 3z plus 4z square divided by 2 minus 3z plus 4z square is a real number, then the value of mod z square is. So here, if this is a real number, let's call this as, let's say, alpha. So alpha will be equal to alpha bar. Makes sense, right? So that means what? 2 plus 3z plus 4z square divided by 2 minus 3z plus 4z square is equal to 2 minus plus 3z bar plus 4z bar square divided by 2 minus 3z bar plus 4z bar square. So this is a very intuitive, obvious, simple approach to solve this question. I'll share with you one more approach, similar but a bit different approach after this approach. So here you just cross multiply, and as you cross multiply you get this 2 square and this 2 square on both sides. As you cross multiply would cancel out, yeah, and you would get minus 9zz bar minus 9zz bar, it also cancels out, yeah, and you get 16zz bar whole square and 16zz bar whole square, it also cancels out. Interesting, yeah. So and what about other terms? So 3 cross 3, 9 terms would be there on both sides, isn't it? 3 terms multiplied by 3 terms. So 3 terms on both sides are cancelling out orally, and you can try to be quick in this way possibly, or else you may write it down and do the needful, because what we are doing is something simple, just cross multiplying and expanding, yeah. So here you get 6z, and here you get minus 6z, yeah. So you get 6z, and on other side you get minus 6z, yeah. Similarly you get 8z square, and 8z square, this cancels out, yeah. And what about the other terms? You have minus 6z bar, you have plus 6z bar. So minus 6z bar, you have plus 6z bar. Makes sense? Yeah. And you have minus 12 z square z bar. And similarly here you have minus 12 z bar square. So you have minus 12 z square z bar and minus 12 z minus 12 z bar square z bar square, yeah. And similarly you have term by term multiplication. We are doing 8 times 8 times z bar square, and you have 8 times z bar square is also there, so it cancels out, yeah. And similarly you have 12 times z bar square, 12 times z bar square, and here you have 12 times z square z bar, 12 times z square z bar. So here 6z minus 6z, when you take on another side you get 12z, and similarly minus 6z bar minus 6z bar, so you essentially get this, yeah, is equal to, and if you see carefully you get this 12z square z bar on other side, and 12z square z bar is already there, yeah. So what you may do is 24 z square z bar is what? Z bar is mod z square, and 1 z remains. Similarly you have minus 12 z bar square, and this 12 z bar square on the other side also becomes minus 12 z bar square. Again at 12 you may take common, or rather minus 12 z bar square minus 12 z bar square becomes minus 24 z bar square. 24 mod z square you can take common, and minus z bar is what it remains, yeah. So here z minus z bar will not be 0. Why? Because z minus z bar is what? Z minus z bar is 2 iota times imaginary part of z, and imaginary part of z is non-zero, yeah. So this you can just cancel out like that, and you get mod z square is half, and that's exactly what we wanted. So my answer is 0.5. Another similar way of getting answer is, which is similar to what we have done. So here it says this expression is real. So you may write this expression as what? 2 minus 3z plus 4z square plus 6z by 2 minus 3z plus 4z square. So what you get is 1 plus 6z by 2 minus 3z plus 4z square. So here if you see carefully, it becomes 1 plus 6 by. So here 6 by, the z you can take down because z definitely is not 0 because it has non-zero imaginary part. So you can take this z in denominator and you may say what? You may say 2 by z plus 4z minus 3. Now for this whole thing to be real, this part is supposed to be real. Yeah, so that means you may say what? You may say 4z plus 2 by z. 4z plus 2 by z is equal to 4z bar plus 2 by z bar. If this expression is real, then this expression is same as its conjugate. So here you get 4 times z minus z bar is equal to 2 times you have z minus z bar by z bar. And again, just the same logic that we have used in the previous method, z minus z bar is not 0 and hence you can cancel out y, because z minus z bar is 2 iota times imaginary part and imaginary part is non-zero. Yep. So here you get z bar, which is mod z square, is 2 by 4, which is half. So 0.5 is the answer. Thanks for listening.